Kids feel really entitled these days, Kim.
Yeah, but we made those monsters, Kim,
I didn't. I just tried to raise them.
and you spoiled them.
At this point, I'm with Monique. F them kids.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of
A juicy
Juicy Podcast. I'm Kim,
I'm Kim.
and today we're going to talk about celebrity crushes.
Okay.
Celebrity crushes. Woo.
I am so scared of this, but okay. I'm gonna come on
Celebrity
in.
crushes. Who you crushing on? Who you crushing on? With that being said, where was you when one of your favorite celebrities or singers passed away? For me, no, it's interesting. I was born and raised in the neighborhood where Marvin Gaye's parents lived, where their house was, and I was on my way to school, on my way from school when I heard about the situation, and it was that area, because where they lived, I caught the bus a few blocks from there, and it was hustle and bustle in that area for hours and hours. It was really crazy. Yeah, I remember that day like yesterday. But as far as singers and things like that, Prince, it really hurt me, for real. I felt it inside, you know? And I don't know, it's hard to describe because it's not like you knew them personally or whatever, and you just went to concerts or whatever, but it's I just felt like a little crack inside, oh my God, that can't be real. And then you start shuffling through things and turning channels and trying to find something where somebody's saying, oh, it's a mistake, or this and that.
Yep.
And then when it gets confirmed, you're like, oh my God, oh my God, how could this happen?
Yes. It just made me think just now. I think part of it for me with Michael is they've been a part of your life for so long.
Yeah.
Little into adulthood, they've been a part of your life for so long. And there are those moments where that song, that guy or that girl or that whatever it was, it really connected with you. So for that connection to feel broken.
Right.
Yeah. That was, let me tell you something. I went to Neverland. I don't think you heard me. I went to Neverland. And a group of kids went with my daughter to school, and I chaperoned. And, they were probably 6 or 7 years old. And there were other parents. I was in that bus in my mind doing cartwheels and backflips. And I had to remind myself, you are here to chaperone. Get a grip on yourself. But if I would have been a child, I would have been bouncing off the wall. Because that's so far from where I grew up. And it was beautiful. It was an experience. And I never thought I would have that experience. And so, Michael was a big deal for me. So I understand that sadness. They, to a degree, were your friends.
Right.
As odd as that might sound, but there are moments and songs and times and places where they get you. And you can relate to them, and maybe you read stories about them and things they say. It's really yeah. And for those fans who are even more diehard, I can't imagine you know, what that's like. Because my cousin's reaction was so strong. It freaked me out a little bit. Like, I ain't never seen this, but I got it later, you know?
Right.
She was a big fan.
Another person that's a sports figure that passed away when Kobe passed away. Yeah, that hurt my feelings. Not only because it was him, because, you know, the other people and his daughter too. And I'm like, damn, why y'all couldn't just drive? Why y'all in this helicopter? But yeah.
You know, I think I just had this thought. I think sometimes it feels almost like they're not real people and they can't die.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, of course we know that they're real people, but it's something about seeing them be so successful and everywhere all the time. It doesn't seem like anything can harm them.
Right.
You know? Now, the other passing that was mind blowing to me was Nipsey.
Oh. Yeah.
So I wasn't a fan per se. And I remember seeing him when he kind of first started, but I didn't pay attention. But I had a coworker who used to always, Nipsey. I mean, he couldn't stop talking about Nipsey. And I just kind of wasn't paying attention. And I think after I think when I heard, what's the song? Oh, there's a song. Dang it. Can't remember. Something about hustling. Okay, I know y'all know the song and I'm messing up, but anyway, so I didn't understand. I did not understand his power. I did not understand the love that LA had for him until he passed. And I was at work and I knew that they were going to do this funeral and this procession. They literally did his procession for 8 hours. I went to work, logged onto my computer, and watched the funeral and the procession. All LA stopped.
Yes.
LA stopped. If you were here, you know, LA stopped and they took him all over. And I was astounded.
Yes.
But that just speaks to his power and the love that people had for him. That was the most impressive thing I ever seen in my life. Never seen anything like that.
Yes.
You know, I was like, wow. And then I went back and started looking at old interviews and reading articles. And I was like, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Like he was really smart and extremely wise for his age. I was so impressed. I'm like, dang, I was asleep. I didn't pay attention, you know, but he was, that after I read all this stuff, that made me really sad because I know that he would have done some really great things. You know, you know, some really big things. The way probably Tupac probably would have too had he got a chance to live.
Right.
So yeah, those are some moments that will like, wow. You don't know when you. It's interesting what you don't know.
Yes.
You know, until you know.
Yes.
So it's good to always be learning and to pay attention and not to dismiss something because it's not your thing.
Right.
Or it's not something that you're particularly interested in. Because there is something to be learned and gained, you know?
Yes. Yes. And that makes you think about, you know, like other people coming up and trying to have voices and speak out and things like that. It's like, how do you keep them safe, you know, with so many aspects of other things, you know, in this world. But yes, whew. With that being said, who's your celebrity crush? And how did you feel? Where were you when the person you thought about, that celebrity, that singer, that athlete passed away? Tell us about it. Leave a comment. You know, let us know how you felt. You know, was your feelings like ours, like a little devastated and like, wow, not you.
And do you still have that crush?
Yeah.
Are you still crushing? Like, You know, you get a little older, they tell you you're not supposed to act like that, but who you crushing on? I want to know.
Watch out now, Mr. Candyman. So leave a comment,
Like,
subscribe,
share, please.
go ahead and share. Yeah, share. Yeah, share.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, grown folks.
Just remember what I say.